I'm Commander Shepard, and this is my favorite channel. It's on YouTube now.
Hey guys, this is David, and today I'm going to be doing a quick spoiler-free rundown of what I think about the Mass Effect 3 Leviathan DLC. This, After From Ashes, is the second piece of DLC for Mass Effect 3's story, and my first impressions of it were that it's very good. The story is very deep. It adds a lot, contributing to the Mass Effect 3's lore, and you'll have a blast learning about the history of the Reapers and the origins of the Reapers. But I don't think it's necessarily a day one purchase. I think you should wait until other pieces of DLC are released and buy this in conjunction with those pieces of DLC to make for a more satisfying playthrough. If you've already beaten Mass Effect 3 and are coming back to play this piece of DLC before the Cerberus assault, I don't think you'll have as good of an experience as if you experienced it in its entirety from a new playthrough of Mass Effect 3. So I think you should either wait until it goes on sale or until some other pieces of DLC come along so it enriches your Mass Effect 3 re-playthrough experience. It's a bummer that you don't get additional squad mates. I think one of the biggest drawbacks of Mass Effect 3 was the lack of squad mates. And I mean, Garrus and Tali, they've been there before. They're not bad characters. I mean, they're great, and I'm glad to have them on my team again, but there's nothing new. And Edie was introduced in Mass Effect 2. Ashley, of course, came back from Mass Effect 1. And we have James and Javik as the only true original characters to Mass Effect 3. And I felt that department was definitely lacking, and it didn't even get Javik unless you bought the From Ashes DLC. Leviathan will make some changes to the ending based on your playthrough. I played through Renegade, and I'm not going to go into some spoilers, but gameplay-wise, you're going to do some detective work, looking around Dr. Bryson's lab, putting the pieces together. It's a decent change of pace, but like I said, I think you'll feel better about doing all of it if you had bought this DLC and incorporated it into a new playthrough versus going back to play this from a previous playthrough. And there are the obligatory action sequences, but they feel like they're there just for the sake of being there. And a lot of people say that one of the major drawbacks of Mass Effect 3's main game was the emphasis on action. It's not necessarily bad to have enjoyable action, but if action takes over the storytelling and RPG elements of the game, then it's not worth it to have all that action and all the resources put into action sequences. But anyways, I think most of the community is over the lack of closure and the amount of lore breaking that the original Mass Effect 3 endings had. I was very satisfied with the results of the extended cut, and I think the Leviathan additions to the ending will additionally satisfy consumers. But I do agree with people's general assessment that Mass Effect 3 felt rushed, and I think it's more EA's fault than BioWare's, but BioWare and EA have handled the game's release very well. But I think you should get Mass Effect 3's Leviathan DLC, but wait until your next playthrough to experience the game in its entirety. Also, this isn't a standalone game, so there's no final review score. See you guys.